Well, let's see if this thing will stay here. Well, I don't sing much country songs. Every once in a while, sing one or two, but the difference between country songs and Western songs. Country songs are about the other cowboy's wife. And she ran off with some other Joe, and he's there drinking his beer and he's sad. Now, a Western music is about the other cowboy's horse, and he said, that's a good-looking gelding. And so, Western music is about, the animals. It's about the trees. What's your name?
Victor.
Victor, I'm Alan.
Alan?
If you're up for it, I would just sing a couple of songs.
I'm going to hear them.
Okay, here's an old one. What's your dog's names?
That's Spirit and that's Chase.
Oh, well, I don't have a dog, but I have a horse.
Okay.
And his name is Fogo de Chão.
Fogo de Chão.
That's Portuguese. In English, it means ground fire.
Okay.
You know, in Brazil, the Brazilian cowboys, they build a little fire pit. It's round, get the coals good. They get a big old piece of meat on a skewer, like on a sword, and they stick it right in the middle, and it's like a rotisserie, and it's called a ground fire. Well, that's the name of my horse, Ground Fire.
Okay.
And he's a 12-year-old Criollo. He's a registered 12-year-old Criollo. It's a Brazilian breed, and it's sort of like an American Mustang, just not as feisty.
All right.
Whenever I get side by side with a quarter horse, I eat dust. Well, okay, here's an old one for you. You ready? See if I can do it without messing it up. Went riding out one dark and windy day. On a ridge he rested as he went along his way. All at once a mighty herd of red-eyed cows he saw, flying through ragged skies and up a cloudy broad. Brands were still on fire, their hooves were made of steel. Brown horns were black and shiny, and their hoofs he could feel. Bolt of fear went through him as they thundered through the sky. We saw the riders coming hard, hugged their mournful cry. Yippee-yi-oh. Faces gaunt, their eyes were blurred, their shirts all soaked with sweat. Riding hard to catch that herd, but they ain't caught him yet. 'Cause got to ride forever in that range up in the sky. Horses on fire, I don't hear them cry. Riders looked on by him, he heard them call his name. Hey Joe, hey ho, want to save your soul from hell, riding on our range. Cowboy, change your ways today, or with us you will ride. Trying to catch the devil's herd, across these endless skies. Yippee-yi-oh. Riders in the sky.
Chase! Chase! Come here.
Boy, that puppy dog's about to get away, isn't he?
Oh, he just wanted to go make a friend.
Yeah, there's a big
Come on,
friend over there.
Chase.
That's a good-looking husky over there. Well,
Chase!
he's got to mark his territory, you know. Well, this guitar needs a little tuning. And if you're up for another one, I'll sing you a cowboy evening song.
I love it. Yeah. Come on, Chase.
Now, what's your name again? I forgot.
Victor.
Victor. Victor, I'm going to try to remember. I grew up in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, and we used to go over the mountain pass to Idaho, called Victor, Idaho, and over there they have huckleberry milkshakes.
Oh my goodness.
So I ought to be able to remember your name, Victor, Idaho. This is brand new strings, and man, after every song, it just needs tune.
Oh yeah, you know.
Got to get them stretched out here.
There it is.
We're about there. There we go. Okay, have you ever seen that movie, John Wayne movie called Rio Bravo?
I'm sure I have, but
It's an old movie.
offhand.
How about Dean Martin and Ricky Nelson? They're actors, and so you got Dean Martin singing, you got Ricky Nelson starting to play, and John Wayne just nodding. That's all he does. He can shoot and round up the bad guys, but he can't sing or play or dance. So, okay, here's your song. The sun is setting in the west. The cattle go down to the stream. The redwing settles in her nest. It's time for a cowboy to dream. Purple lights in the canyon. That's where I long to be, with my 3 good companions. Just my rifle, pony, and me. Gonna hang my sombrero on a limb of a tree. Coming home, sweetheart darling. Just my rifle, pony, and me. Whippoorwill in the willow sings a sweet melody, riding to Amarillo. Just my rifle, pony, and me. No more cows to be roping, no more strays will I see. Round the bend she'll be waiting for my rifle, pony, and me. For my rifle, pony, and me. That's an old one.
Nice one.
That'll put you to sleep. Now tell me the names of these puppy dogs again.
That's Chase and this is Spirit.
Chase and Spirit, and the people that feed him the food's named Victor. I'm getting it now. Spirit. There's some good-looking horses called Spirit. And Chase, that because he chases Spirit around. We're about to figure it out now. I used to have dogs. I used to have German Shepherds for years. And the last dog we owned before I moved into a concrete box, I sold my house and we had an Akita, you know, those German wolves. But then we moved towns and are empty nesters and downsized. But I'm getting ready to buy about 5 acres.
Yeah.
Because I have a horse, and he's over at somebody else's house, and somebody else scoops the poop for me, cleans the stall. It's the life. I just stay in the concrete box because that's the life. But I need to be back outside. My wife wants to plant a garden, so we're thinking about in about a couple of weeks buying us about 5 acres and getting outside of town.
There you go. There you go.
Okay, you need a more modern cowboy song. My son-in-law, I call him my son-in-law because he's a great young man, and my youngest daughter, he manages the Willow Creek Ranch in KC, Wyoming. It's a 90-square-mile ranch. It's where Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid had their hole-in-the-wall game. I went fishing where Butch Cassidy had his hideout, and we went right over to the hole in the wall the other day. Man, it's like a scene out of a movie, those old westerns. Anyway, he takes care of about 1,500 head every day. And I helped him punch cows. A week and a half ago. They had about 10 people on horseback, and moving the herd to the summer pasture. And he had 7 or 8 other horses, but they had runny noses, and he didn't want to get in that 90-degree heat. So we rode a Japanese horse, Victor, a Japanese horse. Have you ever seen one?
No.
You can ride 3 cowboys on him.
Oh my
And
God.
that Japanese horse can outdo 10 cowboys. One Japanese horse can outdo 10 cowboys on a horse. Well, this Japanese horse, his name is Can-Am. He's a side-by-side. And so my son-in-law, he drove me and my other son-in-law out there to pick up the strays and the mamas and the strays that are everywhere in the gullies and the valleys. And so he'd drive up and drop us off, and we'd go out there and chase cows and get them back to the herd on foot. And then we'd get back on Can-Am, and we'd pick up strays like fast. That's a 4-wheeled legged horse, Japanese horse. They're amazing. Anyway, this is a song about my son-in-law. His name's CJ Proctor. He's a great man. Okay, it goes something like this. Up at the crack of dawn, putting those big boots on, pulling the calves in the snow has left him tired. Tension in the air as he thinks of the critters out there. Grazing is gone, the winter has hit him hard. Cowboy, great American cowboy, big high boots, Stetson hat, and a leather vest. Cowboy, great American cowboy, horse and a rope and a gun, he tamed the West. It's up at the crack of dawn, putting those woolies on, wind so cold the chills were running down his back. Cattle ranges frozen, every little dog he knows, these names look more seeming than a horse's back. Cowboy, great American cowboy, big high boots, Stetson hat, and a leather vest. Cowboy, great American cowboy, with a horse and a rope and a gun, he tamed the West. He's up at the crack of dawn, cinching that saddle on, storming hard and things are looking mighty grim. Long ride ahead that day, chopping ice in a feeding hay, 'cause he knows every critter's life depends on him. Cowboy, great American cowboy, big high boots, Stetson hat, and a leather vest. Cowboy, great American cowboy, horse and a rope and a gun, he tamed the West. So up at the crack of dawn, putting that bacon on, winter is past and the skies are clear and blue. Springtime in the air, and the doggies are frolicking there, and he's thanking the Lord for once more for seeing him through. Cowboy, great American cowboy, big high boots, Stetson hat, and a leather vest. Cowboy, great American cowboy, horse and a rope and a gun, he tamed the West. He's up at the crack of dawn, putting that Stetson on, heading for the daddy of them all to celebrate. Bust out of that chute, riding that wild galoot, smiling, rolling his own as he counts to 8. Cowboy, great American cowboy, big high boots, Stetson hat, and leather vest. Cowboy, great American cowboy, horse and a rope and a gun, he tamed the West. Horse and a rope and a gun, he tamed the West. Well, we're learning some stuff tonight. Now it's Chase. Chase, I know what we call Spirit. She just sits quiet. And Chase is always chasing around. Okay, I got one more for you.
All right.
Before I bore you to tears,
We'll
Victor.
go for one more.
Okay, this is the last one. This is a brand new song. I wrote it. I've only written one song in my life. Actually, I just wrote a poem, and I know nothing about music. I'm like an amateur, off-key, can't figure it out kind of guy. But my wife is a walking music encyclopedia. I think she has perfect pitch. But I gave her my poem one day, and she sat down to the piano, and she wrote the music for this song.
Okay.
And this song is about my youngest daughter, Nalley. I have 3 kids. They're all Brazilian, all speak Portuguese. They correct my Portuguese all the time. And my wife went to college, and so she corrects my English all the time. I'm like illiterate in 4 languages, Victor. Illiterate in 4 languages. English and Portuguese and Greek and a little bit of Spanish. I'm working on my Spanish. But anyway, my youngest daughter, when she was 9 years old, she read about a horse in a book. She said, I want to ride a horse. So I took her out to a ranch. And I'm going to tell you about the 10 years of her life, of us riding horses together. And now, when she was 15, I told her, I said, you're going to have to get a cowboy to take care of you. And you're going to have to marry a cowboy so you can have a horse in the backyard, because I couldn't afford a horse back then. We lived in a big city of 3 million people, Curitiba, Brazil. So one day she was about, she's 29, 30 years old. She said, Dad, a cowboy asked me to marry him today. I said, well, good for you. Anyway, I wrote this song for my daughter, and it goes for something like this. Nanny, just 9 years old, she read about a golden horse of gold. We went to a ranch, it was so cold, her desire to ride so bold. Ranch hand saddled macaca, my little girl in the saddle said, yeehaw! Grand mountain views we both saw were made by God without a flaw. That happened many years ago. My whole mind there is set aglow. She grew up and lives far away. She married a cowboy one day. I think I need some water. I enjoy where my memories go. A place so long ago. I put my boots back on today. In my dreams we ride away. She saw Daddy's horse was big and strong. Her horse's legs were not so long. Her little pony just her size, with 2 big and beautiful brown eyes. My boots in the stirrups to go. We'll just start walking and take it slow. She kicked her pony to my surprise. I ate her dust with my big wide eyes. She grew into boots and a cowgirl hat. Her beauty drew young men to chat. The small horse would no longer do. She needed one that was big too. The large horse was fast as a cat. She took off like she was chasing a rat. She snugged down her hat anew. Behind Nayani, her blonde hair flew. That happened many years ago. My old mind there is set aglow. She grew up and lives far away. She married a cowboy one day. I enjoy where my memories go. A place so long ago. I put my boots back on today. In my dreams we ride away. That bass note is hard when you got a dry throat. I'm gonna get it here in a second. Swallow some spit. We're about done. 2 more verses and I'll let you go, Victor.
All right.
Let's see how she goes.
You're good.
Here we go. When the rain fell on a riding day, she looked up to God to pray. The ranch hand always was amazed, for the sun shone in a blaze. My daughter I taught to believe, her prayers made me roll down my sleeves. The heat of the day brought us joy, and once again I felt like a boy. I'm gonna give you a little Portuguese now. Friday time was just ours. It was so great, Dad and daughter on a date. Lunch together was a scrumptious treat, talking about her future feats. Today we talk on the cell phone, longing for that time so long ago. I sure miss tasty churrasco meat, grill with linguiça and fire's heat. That happened many years ago. My oh my, there is set aglow. She grew up this far away. She married a cowboy one day. I enjoy where my memories go. A place so long ago. I put my boots back on today. In my dreams we ride. In my dreams we ride away. I put my boots back on today. In my dreams we ride away. Almost got that bass note. I need a sip of water. Victor, good to meet you.